I know you're a good person, but it's crucial to realize that not everyone shares your kindness. We often want to believe there's good in everyone, holding on to hope that people can change. But if we're not careful, we can get hurt. Sadly, there are many harmful individuals out there, and sometimes they cross our paths. It's important to recognize the warning signs and protect yourself from such people. You may have encountered someone who is truly mean-spirited, someone who hurts others without feeling guilty and takes advantage of their weaknesses. Often, their actions are so subtle that we don't even realize we're dealing with a negative person until it's too late. Let's go over the signs that someone around you may be toxic. Some people will always try to make you feel guilty, or they might pretend to be nice to your face, but talk badly about you when you're not around. Be aware, because sometimes it's outsiders causing chaos in your life, but other times it can come from within your own family. Family is a gift, no doubt, but unfortunately some people fall into negative behaviors and become harmful, even to those close to them. In today's video, I'm going to share 9 clear signs that someone in your life may be toxic and how to handle it when these people show up. Before we dive into the first sign, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed learning about life and wisdom. And remember, some people want to see you do well, but never better than them. That's a hard truth. Stay tuned until the end. You won't want to miss this. Number 1. Finding joy in others' pain. One of the clearest signs of a harmful person is when they take pleasure in the suffering of others. If you know someone who smiles or laughs when someone else is struggling or going through a tough time, it's a major red flag. This kind of behavior shows a complete lack of empathy and could mean that they might intentionally cause harm just for their own amusement. Think about a coworker who laughs when you're stressed at work instead of offering a hand, or a friend who cracks jokes about your problems instead of supporting you. These are not just thoughtless actions. They reveal a deeper, more hurtful character. In some cases, these people may even stir up trouble on purpose just to watch others suffer, whether by spreading rumors or causing conflicts. It's crucial to notice these signs early on and keep your distance from such people. Protecting your emotional health and well-being means recognizing when someone enjoys seeing you struggle. Number 2. The need to control your life. Another key trait of a toxic person is their obsessive need to control everything, not just in their own life, but also in the lives of others. They feel powerless when they're not in charge and will do whatever it takes to ensure things go their way, even if that means abusing their authority. Consider the boss who micromanages every detail of your work, not to help you, but to maintain control. Or the friend who always dictates where you go, what you do, and who you hang out with, without caring about anyone else's input. This obsession with control can make you feel suffocated and trapped. These people often manipulate situations to keep their control, using tactics like strict rules or emotional guilt tripping. A common example is a partner who constantly checks up on where you are and who you're with, not out of concern, but because they want to dominate every aspect of your life. This need for control can quickly turn toxic and even dangerous. Setting firm boundaries with controlling people is critical to safeguard your freedom and emotional well-being. If someone is trying to control your every move, it's time to step back and reclaim your independence. Number 3. Feeling uncomfortable around them. One of the most telling signs that you're dealing with a negative person is how you feel when you're around them. You might feel drained, restless, or just uneasy in their presence, even if they haven't done anything directly to you. This could be your instincts telling you that something isn't quite right. For example, imagine you're at a family gathering where everyone is enjoying themselves, but there's that one person who always makes you feel tense. Even without saying a word to you, their presence alone is enough to make you uncomfortable. This might be a sign that they carry negative energy or have harmful intentions. Another scenario could be at work, where a certain coworker always leaves you feeling anxious or mentally exhausted whenever they come near you. You may not be able to put your finger on exactly what's wrong, but your body and mind are picking up signals that something is off. These gut feelings are important and shouldn't be ignored. Sometimes our instincts notice things that our conscious mind doesn't fully understand yet. If someone consistently makes you feel uncomfortable, it's a strong warning that they may not have good intentions. Trusting these feelings can help you avoid bad situations and protect your peace of mind. Number 4, never taking responsibility. A major trait of a toxic person is their refusal to accept responsibility for their actions. They are quick to blame others when something goes wrong and often play the victim. Instead of owning up to their mistakes, they will shift the blame onto those around them, making it seem like it's everyone else's fault but their own. Picture a coworker who messes up a project. Rather than admitting their error, they immediately point fingers at you or others on the team, spreading the blame. This type of behavior not only creates a negative environment, but also makes you feel unfairly accused, even when you've done nothing wrong. You might also have a friend who constantly finds themselves in trouble. Instead of acknowledging that their own choices led to those problems, they blame everyone else. If they're late to meet you, it's always the traffic or someone else's fault. If things go wrong in their life, it's never their doing. They always find a way to shift the blame onto others. What makes it even worse is that these people are skilled at turning the tables, making you feel guilty for their mistakes. They manipulate situations so well that you might find yourself apologizing for something that wasn't even your responsibility. This constant blame shifting is exhausting and can chip away at your self-esteem over time. Recognizing these behaviors is key to protecting your emotional and mental health. People who never take responsibility can trap you in a cycle of guilt and manipulation. Learning to identify these signs early on and distancing yourself from such people will help you maintain your well-being. Number 5, a habit of lying. One of the biggest red flags of a toxic person is their habit of lying. They lie not just to get what they want, but often for the sake of manipulation or simply for fun. These people don't care about the value of trust or friendship, focusing only on their own selfish interests. For example, think of a coworker who always exaggerates their accomplishments, claiming they've done more than they actually have, or even making up stories to stand out. Or maybe you've had a friend who skipped an important event in your life, claiming they were too sick to come, only for you to later find out they were out having fun elsewhere. Lies like these show a complete lack of respect for your feelings and your relationship. Lying can also be used as a tool to control others. A partner, for instance, might lie about their intentions or feelings to manipulate you in an argument or to keep you in check. They might even spread false rumors to cause drama between friends or coworkers, just for entertainment or to benefit themselves in some way. At first, these lies might seem small and harmless, but over time, they erode trust and damage relationships. If someone lies consistently, even about little things, it's a clear indication that they don't respect you or the bond you share. Confronting dishonesty is crucial to keeping relationships healthy. If someone can't be truthful, it's essential to question whether they deserve to be part of your life, as honesty is the bedrock of any genuine relationship. Number 6, lack of remorse. Another sign of a toxic or harmful person is their complete lack of remorse. When they hurt others or make mistakes, they don't feel guilty or regretful. Instead, they twist the situation to make you question your own perception. Take, for instance, a colleague who steals credit for your work. When you confront them, rather than showing regret, they may justify their actions by saying you wouldn't have succeeded without their help, or that they were just helping you look good. This shows a lack of empathy and reveals how selfish and manipulative they truly are. Or think about a friend who constantly makes hurtful comments. When you try to discuss how their words affect you, they might laugh it off, telling you that you're too sensitive or overreacting. This not only shows a lack of remorse, but also makes you question your own feelings and reality. These people are experts at flipping the situation. So if you point out something they did wrong, they quickly play the victim, making you feel guilty for even bringing it up. This kind of emotional manipulation is a clear sign that the person doesn't truly care about how their actions impact others. They're more focused on protecting their image than on being accountable. Recognizing when someone lacks remorse is vital for safeguarding your emotional well-being. Without feeling guilt, they're likely to continue their harmful behavior, knowing they can get away with it. Setting boundaries with people like this is key to protecting yourself. If someone shows a repeated lack of remorse, it's time to consider whether they belong in your life. Distancing yourself from these individuals is crucial for maintaining your mental health and well-being. Number 7. Cruelty. Some toxic people don't hide their cruelty and instead act openly with hurtful words or actions. They take pleasure in others' pain, and their lack of empathy allows them to be deliberately mean or aggressive. One clear example is a coworker who makes nasty comments during meetings, not to offer constructive feedback, but to humiliate or criticize you in front of everyone. This doesn't just harm your self-esteem, but also creates a hostile and uncomfortable environment for everyone around. Another situation might be a friend who constantly makes jokes about your personal struggles, knowing how sensitive those topics are for you. Instead of showing care, they mock you and seem to enjoy seeing you upset. This lack of compassion and the enjoyment they get from causing pain are unmistakable signs of cruelty. Cruelty can also appear in more aggressive forms, whether through verbal insults or even physical abuse. For example, a partner who regularly insults or physically harms you is showing blatant cruelty. Their goal is to hurt and control without any regard for your dignity or feelings. Recognizing cruelty is essential for your emotional and physical well-being. People who show cruelty openly have no concern for how their actions affect others, and staying around them can cause deep emotional scars. If you find yourself dealing with someone like this, setting firm boundaries and distancing yourself is crucial. Don't hesitate to seek support or take action to protect your safety and peace of mind. Number 8. Warnings from friends and family. If the people closest to you, your friends and family, warn you about someone's character, it's important to listen carefully. They might have seen signs of toxic behavior that you haven't noticed yet. Ignoring these warnings could put you in the same harmful situations they've experienced. For example, imagine you've just started dating someone new, and soon your friends and family express concerns about this person. They might mention that the person has a history of manipulation or disrespect in previous relationships. While it can be hard to accept this feedback, especially if you're emotionally involved, it's essential to consider their perspective. Another example could be when you start a new job, and your coworkers quickly warn you about a specific supervisor. They might tell you stories about how this supervisor often takes their frustrations out on the team, creating a stressful and demotivating atmosphere. These warnings aren't just idle gossip, but valuable insights from people who have first-hand experience. Your loved ones have nothing to gain by misleading you. They simply want to protect you. If multiple people are sharing the same concerns about someone, it's a strong indication that you should be cautious. It's easy to overlook or downplay these red flags, especially if the person seems to be treating you well for now. But ignoring them could lead to serious issues down the line. If you observe signs of manipulation, cruelty, or a refusal to take responsibility in someone's behavior, it's essential to take these warnings seriously. Your friends and family can often spot red flags that you might miss, especially if you're emotionally involved. Trust their judgment and protect yourself before the situation worsens. Number 9. Contempt. Contempt is one of the most harmful forms of emotional manipulation a toxic person can use against you. These individuals make it their mission to make you feel small and unworthy by criticizing everything about you: your appearance, your interests, and even your dreams. Their goal is to chip away at your confidence until you start believing their negative judgments about you. For example, imagine a partner who constantly points out your physical flaws, making it seem like your imperfections are huge problems. They might say things like, "You'd look better if you lost some weight," or "Why don't you dress better?" These comments aren't meant to help you. They're meant to hurt you, making you feel insecure and less confident about yourself. Or picture a friend who dismisses your passions and dreams, mocking your achievements as if they don't matter. They might make fun of your hobbies, laugh at your career goals, or belittle your ambitions, leaving you feeling unworthy of pursuing the things you care about. Contempt is a dangerous tool because it doesn't just hurt. It makes you start questioning your worth. These people want to control how you see yourself, to weaken your self-esteem so that you rely on them for validation. They're not interested in supporting you. They want to control and belittle you. If someone in your life is constantly belittling you and showing contempt, it's a clear sign that they don't care about your emotional well-being. Don't allow them to shape your self-worth. You deserve to be treated with respect and care. Distance yourself from people who try to tear you down and seek relationships that encourage your personal growth and happiness. Number 10. Animal abuse. One of the clearest signs of a bad person is how they treat animals. Cruelty or neglect toward animals often points to deeper, more troubling issues within someone's character. If you know someone who mistreats animals, it's a serious red flag, and it's worth reconsidering your relationship with them. For instance, imagine a neighbor who constantly yells at and hits their dog for minor reasons, showing no compassion or understanding. This behavior not only causes harm to the animal, but also reveals the person's inability to control their emotions and their lack of empathy. Someone who is capable of such cruelty toward animals may very well extend this abusive behavior to humans. Another example is a person who keeps their pets in horrible conditions, failing to provide basic care such as proper food, hygiene, or medical attention. Neglecting the well-being of animals in their care shows an alarming disregard for life, revealing a person who lacks kindness and responsibility. Animal abuse should never be overlooked. Studies have shown that cruelty to animals is often linked to violent behavior toward people. This kind of behavior indicates that something is seriously wrong with the person's ability to empathize and control their actions. If you witness someone mistreating animals, it's important to recognize it as a sign of a much bigger problem. Protect yourself by distancing yourself from such individuals, as their cruelty could extend beyond animals and harm those around them. It's important to recognize these warning signs and think about how being around someone with these traits can affect you. Sometimes it's hard to see the truth when we're blinded by friendship, love, or respect for someone. But it's crucial to put the safety and well-being of both the animals and ourselves first. If you suspect that someone is being cruel to animals, it's a good idea to distance yourself from them. If possible, report their behavior to the proper authorities so the animals can be protected and further harm can be prevented. If there are other signs of a bad person that haven't been discussed here, feel free to share them in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you've made it to the end of the video, write "good always wins over evil" in the comments. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more wisdom. Let's all make wiser choices today. Until next time.